sheets. Okay.
You guys watch all the big trailers that came out yesterday?
I actually haven't yet.
Yeah, for like Shazam and Aquaman
Yeah.
and Godzilla, King of the
Godzilla was
Monsters.
my
That would look
favorite.
pretty sweet. Yeah, that would look great.
It looks so. They put a lot of work in all the monsters. I can tell.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so these maps over here. Yeah. Monster manual. Okay. So, the situation. The party is split. Shallan and Talia, that's you guys, have left Silas to complete the mission alone while they head south to Gilneas. Their intent, to deliver to Stormont the news of the Forsaken troop movements they observed at Death Knell as soon as possible. Blah, 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 all that stuff for Silas. And then, yes, Shallan and Talia were attacked by Boglurkers while crossing the marshy Aravas. Wounded and exhausted, they warily settled in for a much-needed day's rest. So, you guys have crossed the river. Morning has dawned. In fact, it dawned a little, like as you're in the middle of crossing the marsh because you made the decision to press on. And now here you are. You found somewhere to hide, lay low, and pass the day. And I always get to this point where I start my dice. Here they are. Fortunately, this time within arm's reach. So, pass the day does. Pass uneventfully, fortunately.
So
Use it.
I regain all my hit dice.
Yes,
Or
you
an
long
unlimited
rest,
HP.
half hit dice.
Half of spent hit dice and full HP.
Is
Yeah.
that's half is spent, right? It's half of...
Oh, 8, you're right, yeah. Half of your max.
Yeah, half of your maximum hit dice. If you
Okay.
use... So if you use more than half, you're still not full on hit dice, but you do regain all of your HP and abilities and so on.
What do we
Yay,
do?
mana.
It's hilly to your west, so as you face the direction you're traveling. Hills on your right, the river behind you, somewhere off to your left, you know, is the main road. Quite some distance here, but you plan to pass close to it.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard any noises? Or...
No. The area has been quiet. I mean, the signs of life, but no signs of anyone. Yeah.
Yes. So quiet, but not too quiet.
Exactly. It's quiet. Just the right amount of quiet.
Exactly.
By the way, Josh,
preferred
I
amount.
forget. How much have we talked about our plans?
About our
like heading
plans?
south, about how we travel, about fail-safes.
You got a line on the map.
Yeah.
Have a line of
basically,
I remember that.
we escape
we
on the
worked.
plan.
Yeah. Yes, that's the only thing we talked about.
That's
Is
your
we talked
fail-safe.
about like the general route,
Yeah.
where we're heading, which is
Mhm.
Gilneas, right? And what to do if shit gets too real is execute plan bird escape.
Oh, okay. So we talked about that. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, that was about it.
Well, yeah, the plan involving you being abandoned, Talia.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, but let's say that
If
the plan
the
came
shit got
from
too
me, and
real.
you're not the cruel bitch that I know you are.
Can't wait to bring back Talia as the new Kerrigan, you know.
I'm gonna heroically sacrifice.
We all know it's gonna be Silas.
What?
It's gonna be
You're
the
not
worst.
just gonna leave her? God, I must have watched that cinematic so
cinematic.
many fucking thousands of times.
It's so good.
Back watching StarCraft back in the day. Well, it was also like at every Blizzard event, like between games, they just put on the cinematics on replay.
That's true.
Oh, okay. Before, like, slightly before we get properly into travel, Josh, I just need to share with you that I discovered the other day a Twitch channel called SC VOD Archives that just has on replay like GSL games from like 2012, 2013 era. So it's like I can't watch StarCraft anymore. I don't care about anyone, but like I can watch MC and ST and like JYP and shit. You know, go ham all day fucking long.
Nice.
It's my like go-to. Like when I'm falling asleep, I put that Twitch channel on there.
That's awesome.
It's just on 24/7, and they skip all the ad breaks and everything, and it's tasteless and osmosis. It's so good.
That's
anyway,
really cool.
So the day passes. The sun, which sets in the west, is dipping behind the hills between you and the coast when you break camp and prepare for your night's travel. So talk to me a bit. The land is a silver pine forest, so naturally the land is forested. Silver pine is Forsaken territory, yes, but less tamed than to the Tirisfal Glades. There's still enemies of the Forsaken, such as in who was it? It was Darius Crowley, right? The rebel Worgans that moved into Shadowfang Keep. I think they've been dealt with since, but there's still pockets of land here that are hostile to the Forsaken. So it's not purely their country, and incidentally, also mostly hostile to you. It's not like you have a lot of friends around here, but of neutral, hate everyone people. So you're not constantly traveling through Forsaken farmland. You're not basically in the heart of their civilization here. You're a little more out in the sticks, which is good for you. Should make it a little easier to travel. But also you have a chance of encountering enemies that are not even horde aligned, that are just generally enemies. So how talk to me about how we're traveling through the forest. What is the... I mean, obviously you're on your feet, but what's the distance? Who's first? Very sneaky, okay.
For me, at least.
Yeah, almost going from like tree to tree, I guess.
Like back against it?
Yeah, back against it. So like glance over, like glance aside it. And then...
Mission Impossible music is playing.
Exactly.
Okay. So you guys are taking it slow but stealthy.
Yes.
I'll go out in front, even though I'm the most loud one.
I was like, I can technically do that.
Yeah, but if we get discovered, is my reasoning, then we don't know what's gonna discover us, so it might...
True, but I am better at stealth and perception.
I mean, you're only slightly better. You're a lot better at stealth, I'll give you that.
Plus 8%!
But like, I'm not gonna be traveling so far away from you that that's really gonna matter, I feel like. We're both gonna...
Okay, so how far apart from each other are you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, if you want to go in front and be like... a good, like maybe in line of sight or something like that, I can see it.
Yeah, it would definitely still be like line of sight distance. So I mean, depending on how dense the forest is, that obviously changes the line of sight. But
like, even like say I get discovered because I'm loud, then you still have the surprise. You know, like you can like circle around, you can ambush. If I'm gonna try that, I'm gonna have a higher risk.
True, and I am the more ranged of the two of us, so yeah, we'll let you go up front, and I'll be, what, 30, 40 feet behind? I don't want to go much more than that, just because that gives me enough in one action to get up and be able to at least heal you if you got, like, one shot.
I never get one.
So 30, 40 feet with Talia in front. Okay.
Yep.
It's still Mission Impossible style. And I'm quietly humming to myself.
So I figured it was more you had your own theme music like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Okay. What about... What's your survival, Shallan?
+5.
Okay, so yeah, you're like a reasonably proficient woodsman. So what about tracks? Making any effort to obscure your trail behind you? Or are you just leaving them and hoping that no one proficient enough to follow them is...
I think I would at least a little bit, right? Like, I'm not going to go all out because that slows down too much. Probably it's like, again, I have a couple, like a branch or something that I've tied behind me that kind of just lightly, you know, like some pine, if there's pine trees.
A little bit of a branch. I think it's a lot of pine trees. It's being a silver pine forest. I think pine is
probably the main one. It works a little bit better than normal trees. So like have some of those behind that kind of like scrape up
the... It's just only willows, like with the stupid long
Yeah, enough that it would like slow someone down if they were searching for us, but not enough that it would like erase it from
Okay.
existence,
Well,
because
depends
it's just
how-
that would take a lot of time.
Depends how good they are.
I know, that's my plan. Would you like me to roll? Or
No,
just
no, that's just a
yeah.
passive.
Sweet.
Okay. So you guys continue along your planned route. Let's say, given that you're obliterating tracks, moving stealthily, you can move about 20 miles a night or so. You're still pretty good, but this is a little more than 8 hours of traveling. So you make it. You're here. You're making good progress. You're definitely out of the marshy land now. It's definitely just reasonably dense forest, quite a lot of thick undergrowth around. And you reach what we would call lunchtime if you were traveling by day. But since you're traveling by night, it's midnight feast time. So you guys, I guess it's an interesting question when you're traveling at night, because you could stop to eat, or you could just, have a big meal at, when you wake up, be getting pretty hungry by the time you're, preparing to make camp, and then have a big meal in the evening. You might skip lunch entirely.
I mean, I don't think we would
what?
truly skip it. It's also right. It's just a good kind of like brief respite. Just to kind of
Yeah, but
rather
you maybe
than
like
walking
in
for a
15 minutes,
Yeah,
grab a
rather than walking for 8 hours
turkey or
solid.
something.
Okay.
Yeah. It's to get like the rock out of your shoe or something. Shit that happens like that. Which I think we would stop.
Could I roll back on the sepulchre? What I know about that?
Yes. Sepulchre. Yes, you absolutely can. That is the capital of the Forsake. It is their largest town within Silver Pine Forest. Yeah. That's basically what you know about it. It's the most populated area. The area sort of between it and the main road, so when you pass through here, is likely to have traffic. And yeah, I guess, a 19 is pretty good, but there's not a huge amount more to say about it. It's sort of nestled within all the hills of North and South Tides Run. It doesn't really have access to the coast. It's not a port. That's just the location where it happens to be.
Okay.
It used to be a graveyard and crypt, but it's been overtaken since I think like the Third War, and fortified and built up to a town with people and flight masters and so on.
Yeah, normal citizens do it by river, but undead do it by graveyard.
Exactly.
Yeah, but during a rest, I pull up the map, wave Shallan over. This point by Sepulture really worries me. If you look at this part, we just don't have very much space between the main road. I was thinking, alternatively, this might be riskier, but we attempt and head towards the coast. Try and they must have fishing boats or outing, some vessel of any kind we could steal, and then perhaps go by sea.
The sea gives us no cover, though, and the coastline is more often, like both scouted, or at least people would be out there.
You think they would defend coastline of Silver Pine?
Not the full right one, but I think if there are going to be small little unmarked towns from the map, it'd be on the coastline.
Yep, there's definitely some.
Have we seen any lighthouses?
No, but you haven't really been in sight.
Yeah, we
you
haven't
haven't been in sight of the coast. Like north and south, the Tides Run is like a range of hills. So
yeah.
Right, so you think we'll be safer?
Only minorly, but yes. I think it'll be just as dangerous around that one spot, but
also an advantage. We'll travel a lot.
Will we though? Are you a good sailor?
Sailed before. I've not personally held the helm. I
And
know the main practices.
yeah, out of character moment for Chris. How great is the Great Sea? Like, is it pretty
It's pretty
raucous,
great.
pretty nuts in terms of waves and storms and shit like that?
Like unless you're not this close to land,
Right.
You get out to the maelstrom, and then, well,
Yeah, well, you're fucked.
But no.
But I was
Not
thinking maybe
careful.
I suppose you're.
Again, we'd have to go out pretty far, like 4 miles from the coastline, to
Hmm.
not be seen. And yes, we might get, pass over as just another boat, depending on how busy it is. But if we're being seen but not noticed, if you catch my drift, then
All right, new
it's just
plan.
like there are multiple boats out there that would then maybe notice us.
Forget the boats. You're right. New plan.
Okay.
Steal some horse.
That yes. Mm-hmm.
The only problem I see with this is that the only horses we've seen so far have been sure how they would react to elves, right?
Horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Would Elune have something
No.
against you riding on that steed? If necessity allows it.
Yeah.
Are these is this forest so dense that you couldn't ride a horse in it?
No, definitely not.
So yeah, we could try to get a little bit closer. There's a bulker, and try to see if there are horses available.
Yeah. Let's at least check the layouts. Usually the stables are. Maybe we'll get lucky again. Who knows? It's happened before. Alright,
Yes. Says the guy who runs the channel, never lucky, or whatever on YouTube.
Never.
Sometimes lucky.
But sometimes lucky. Oh, sorry. Sometimes
You
lucky.
see, the
Yes,
distinction is there.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Sometimes forced. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, so we might get a little bit closer, obviously, than that original line to Sepulchre to try and see if we
Maybe
can
just
see
go
horses.
like straight and stuff.
Yeah.
Can always go.
Backtrack it.
So you want to head straight for the Sepulchre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
forests are cut down and we have no.
No, no
Visibility.
means of cover. Okay. Sure. So you guys start traveling south. Talia leading the way, obviously. Talia, you've gone maybe 20 feet. You pack up your supplies, go 20 feet out of camp. So Shallan's still back there waiting for you to approach that 30-foot distance. When you hear a voice come from the shadow of a tree off to your right, maybe 15, 20 feet away. And the voice says, "All right, that's far enough. Stop right there." And you turn and look, and standing in the shadow of the tree is a Forsaken, a male Forsaken,
We didn't sound
In-
like a person.
studded leather armor. His armor is actually of the highest quality. Studs are fine as steel, dulled so as not to reflect the light. The van braces and greaves that you can see have been reinforced with several steel bars, each half an inch thick, which run vertically their length between leather straps holding them in place. The gauntlets are fingerless, backed by similar shorter and thinner bars, and the leather itself is dyed a dark shade of green, which blends almost troublingly with the moss growing on the side of the tree that he's standing in the shadow of. In his hands, he's holding a wicked-looking light crossbow, which is cocked and aimed directly at you.
Okay. I raise my hands in circle and
Okay.
look beside him to see if he has any companion.
Give me a perception check. And as you do this, as you go to do this, so Shallan, you don't hear the initial words.
Yeah.
But as you see Talia sort of stop and slowly kind of raise her hand, and at that point, the figure steps out of like from behind the tree, so that he is now in your line of sight and you are now in his. And he says in a louder voice, "You too, Missy. No sudden moves. Nice and slow." And then, kind of moving the crossbow between the two of you, Talia, you spy, no accomplices, says, "All right. Definitely made it far enough. Now, slowly, left hand, draw your sword, point down, drop it on the ground, and kick it away."
Okay. Okay, so with my left hand, I take out my sword, point it towards the ground, and then as I'm about to drop it, I twist my other hand that's still in the air, try and gauntlet him towards me.
Okay, clever. Give me.
I like it.
Yep. He will have disadvantage on the acrobatics save. Oh no, it's always contested
It's always
athletics.
yeah.
Always athletics. Yeah, so he will have disadvantage on the contested athletics. His athletics is just
Probably
strength.
good.
Just strength. You definitely beat him.
Ah, sick.
So he is pulled through the air towards you. He did have a prepared shot if you did anything, but it's not something he was expecting. So he takes a shot with disadvantage, kind of as he's jerked off his feet, which definitely doesn't hit. Yeah, your AC is definitely higher than that. And he is pulled through the air and lands next to you, like 5 feet from you in melee range. At the same time, there is another shot, a twang, from somewhere behind you, Shallan, off to the north, so the direction neither of you are facing in.
Mm-hmm.
What is your AC?
Moonlight, correct?
Yes.
Let me get it then. 21.
Then it hits.
Oof.
And you take... you take 20 damage.
That's literally half of my life.
You take 20 damage, and in addition, you hear the twang, and then a blunt force smacks you in the back of the head, dazing and disrupting you. For 3 rounds, you have to make a stamina check every time you cast a spell, with a DC equal to half of the damage dealt with. So DC 10 stamina save, and if you fail, the spell is lost and resources are expended without benefit.
So just to confirm, so the second shot came from a different area.
Yes.
Past my 18 passive perception.
Yes.
Okay. Damn. Fuck this guy.
By the way, just out of curiosity, this is not a standard combat, but usually it's in the grip is in place of one of my attacks. Could I also do something else with my other attack, or is that too late?
Yeah, you can make an unarmed strike. You have your
instead try and grapple him.
You have your sword out. Yeah, that's fine. I did. Yeah, you can try and grapple him.
Okay.
So that can be contested by acrobatics.
Please. Ooh, baby.
Wow. Well,
nice.
He probably. Yes, but...
That's a pretty tough one, but yeah.
What happens if it's a tie?
So he as in Talia is setting the DC.
Yeah. So he has to.
But
yeah,
if he meets
it. Yeah. Okay. Well, he definitely can. And does.
Okay.
No, I lied. Does not quite.
Oh.
Does not quite. So yeah, you managed to grab onto him. Oh, fair point. Sorry, did I say 20? I meant 21. I can't maths. Sorry, damage on you, Josh. There's 1 extra damage. And the DC remains the same, because half of 21 is still 10.
Oh, damn, dude. Okay. Trying to think of if I would have ever seen a basilisk before. What do you think? It's a good way to fuck them up and make them not want to look near us.
I'm trying to think if there's like any basilisks like
In
anywhere in. Well, there's definitely are in WoW, but
Yeah.
like, and they are in Kalimdor, but they tend to be like southern. They tend to be
No,
like
it's just-
Yeah.
Tanaris, Thousand Needles.
Strangletonville, maybe? That's... Oh no, that's crocodiles that turn you to stone.
Yeah, it's not the same thing at all. No, you probably haven't seen a basilisk.
Well, what if you read about one in a book?
Anyway, at this point, roll initiative.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll take you guys to.
So this Silverplane Forest music is interesting.
That's a fair point. Let's have some.
I mean, it is Silverplane.
Let's get the.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Only those are damaged. And space to move around here.
Yeah. Like, what about running, bitch?
Immediately summons his hippogriff. He's out of here.
I mean, it is pulled up just in case, but not planning on it yet.
Okay, Talia, take us away.
So I'm assuming I heard Shallan's thing. I mean, I'm aware of what happened behind me, kind of. Or would I have to roll a perception check?
No, yeah, you heard that Shallan has been struck
Yeah. So
by a force as of yet unknown.
So with the guy I grappled, I swirl around towards the direction of the arrow, and I yell with my sword, vaguely threatening, drop your arms or your captain will lose whatever life he has left.
Okay.
And I ready an attack to, like, if one of us gets shot or if the guy I'm grappling tries to resist, I attack.
Okay. Yeah, you like you flip your sword round to a more natural grip from the way you had you holding it, and yeah, hold it threateningly and call it. Give me a perception check to try and spot the second attacker. Disadvantage. You spot nothing.
It's Silas. What an asshole.
You get no response from the direction you're facing in, but the guy in your the guy that you're grappling twists a twist in your grip, flips a knife up from his belt. You take a swing at him.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack.
If he's grappled, is it anything with advantage or?
No, grappling just reduces his.
It has to
speed
be
as well.
restricted.
Otherwise, it would be pretty OP.
Yeah.
Plus 9 because it's magic. 22.
22. Yeah, you pierce him in the side.
Maybe I should roll to disadvantage considering it's great. Or oh no, I'll just do it with.
No, it's a longsword. It's a longsword, right?
Well, I have a longsword and a great
Oh no,
sword.
that's right. You swapped. Yeah.
Is that possible?
Well, yeah. You can't. It has to be your longsword. You can't attack
Because
him
otherwise
with
you
your
have
greatsword
It's a 21.
in one hand. So 21 still hits.
5, 8 down.
Okay. He. Okay. Yep. 8. Yeah. He's drawn his dagger. And he. Rams it. Yeah, like where your arm is, yeah, rams it upwards into your armpit, into like the joint between your armor, or attempts to. Yes, hit. Indeed, that hits.
The moment when he doesn't even ask for armor.
I'm pretty sure that hits. For 7 damage.
You take 50 points.
Yeah, he like flip the dagger that he's drawn. He flips up to his other hand that you're holding and tries to stab it down into the top of your arm.
What the fuck is this guy? Undead Winter Soldier? What's happening?
Exactly.
but it grates against the top of the top plate and doesn't penetrate at all. Meanwhile, another bolt, sharp this time, comes flying out of the darkness, and AC Talia.
Oh,
Talia, sorry.
Let me check. 18.
Oof. And like, you have a helmet, right? Yeah, you're in full plate. Like glances off your helmet just above your eye, just above like the eye slit, like the sparks rain down a little bit into your eye, and you feel your head thrown back slightly by quite forcefully actually by the force of the bolt, pinging off into the darkness behind you somewhere. Sherlan.
Alright, do I have a sense of where the fuck this guy is?
Yeah, a vague sense. You can probably spot him with a perception check against his disadvantageous stealth, which you roll badly on this time, so you can almost certainly spot him.
Oh my god.
Unless I roll in that one.
Unless you roll on that
A
one.
second, let me check something.
Yeah, no, Nido's got proficiency.
Nope. Yeah, well, no, I have proficiency with it. I was just wondering if I had advantage because of Moonlight, but I think I got rid of that because of the plus 2 AC. So yeah, I just still heads a ringing, you know, from being literally
yes.
shot for more than half my life.
Yeah, your head is ringing. You can't hear very well, and you look from tree to tree. You get a sense that it's somewhere elevated, but you just can't spot him in any of the branches.
Yeah.
Your turn though. Still.
Yeah. Let's think. Okay, so I don't see the dude on the map, right? Because, and not the dude who shot me, the dude who's currently going all nasty on Talia, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, you see him.
Oh, okay. He's just not on our map. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
was
no. It's just for tokens. I'm not doing a combat now.
Okay, cool. Well, that's where my HP is at, just so you're aware. In one shot. Shit. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, dude. Okay, I will spiritual weapon next to the guy to attack him. That's with Talia, and then I'll take the action to dodge. The dodge action.
Okay.
And,
And then your spiritual weapon's gonna strike at this guy, I presume.
Yeah. So I need to make the stamina check first, right? DC 10.
Yes.
Please, Jeebus. Motherfucking.
these rolls.
Yeah. I'm in a bad shape, by the way.
Yeah.
So here's a question. So
Yeah.
let's say like I do the bonus action and it fizzles because I can't concentrate, right?
Yeah.
Does it count as casting a spell this round, or can I try a second one as an action?
Yeah, you can try a second one as an action, but it definitely still expends
Right.
resources.
Yeah. That's fine. Make sure I get rid of that. Where is it? It's fine. It's cool.
So rather than dodging, you want to try another spell?
I'm thinking so. I need to do something this round, or this guy's just straight up gonna kill me. So, yeah, I will actually power word shield myself. Assuming I can pass a fucking save. There we go.
Yep. You are.
So I now
powered.
have 30 temp HP, basically, as a shield around me.
Cool.
So that'll be the third bar.
And you maybe I missed it, but also move into cover.
Yeah, absolutely. From the general direction, I tried to move into some kind of cover.
Sure. Okay. Yep. You move behind a tree, so 10 feet or so away from you,
Okay.
from the general direction, and don't peer around.
Mm-hmm.
Talia.
So okay, this is kind of... Is it... So I'm grappling this dude, and he has a knife in one hand. Is it in the rules to try and grapple the knife out of his, wrist, grab his wrist and try and, like, make him lose the knife?
Yeah, disarm. It's basically the exact same check as a grapple check.
Yep.
It's your athletics contested by his athletics or acrobatics.
Correct.
Okay.
Oof. Yeah, you twist his wrist, and his left-hand knife falls out of his hand and drops. They were like on the wrist you're holding, falls out of his hand and drops to the ground.
And from his description earlier, he just has like dank camo armor. He doesn't have like an insignia or anything.
No
indicates anything.
insignia.
Right, so I try and appeal to any sense he's got and say, listen, you heard our conversation. We merely wish to leave. We don't have to be enemies. And I wish I could ready an attack for if he does anything else, but that's my turn, I guess.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got him. He says, "Dream on. You think you're leaving? You're coming to the Undercity with us, and that's final." And then he watches you and he studies you. Make a deception check with your movements.
Deception. Okay.
Is he using a fucking feint against this guy?
I guess he is.
Wow.
I'm very bad against things.
Those hips don't lie. I'm sorry.
And then he whips up at lightning fast his right hand and jabs his dagger down into the space at your neck. But you shrug your shoulder up and get your like whatever, I can't remember the technical armor term, but for the part of the pauldron it like comes up as a fin and covers the neck and get it in the way. Blade skitters off harmlessly. I guess you can make an attack against him when he does that because you were prepared.
I thought I couldn't prepare an action because I already disarmed him.
He'd already used half
yeah.
of his attack action to grapple.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, if only indeed. About 70 or so feet away to the north, a similarly dressed but slightly shorter figure drops to the ground nimbly from a branch in a tree, casting aside a crossbow and sprinting across the ground towards you. As he approaches, he pulls forth from his belt a dagger similar to the ones that the first guy is carrying, and also tries to stab you with it, Talia. So now they're both next to you, and you are unstabbed by this guy.
Remain unstabbed.
Your armor is protecting you, but they're wailing and rolling bad.
Look, I could use this after last fight, you know, a little boost of confidence where I'm not smashed into the ground.
Yeah, that was me. Don't forget that was with me giving disadvantage on every other attack as well.
Yeah, and healing and everything.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Jesus. I'm so afraid to try to cast spells right now.
This is your second of three. This is your second of three times.
Yeah. And that only affects spells, right?
Yeah.
Does he have a +1
Cool.
and you need to beat it 10? Like a 50,
Yeah.
50 basically.
It's just above 50% chance of me fizzling out. And the thing is, I don't only have a limited, especially now, a limited amount of mana.
Yeah.
So, I will... I guess take a shot at one, the one that's grappled, because technically doesn't that give me? I think it does.
Loses his dex bonus maybe?
Forget what it says.
Or that might be Pathfinder.
Grappled.
Conditions.
Grappled? No,
yeah.
grappled is literally just his speed is 0 and you can't benefit from bonuses to his move speed.
If his speed is 0, how?
Yeah, I will pull up my bow and take a shot at that guy though.
Okay.
Yet is grappled.
Thunk,
Yeah.
into the branch of a tree some
Yep.
100 feet further on.
Yeah, and then I'll use my bonus action since I am a night elf to hide, and it's dark.
Okay, sure. You try and slip away into the old darkness
Yeah.
foliage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to give a stealth check?
Yes, please.
Okay. And
He'll
what is
run
my...
around the corner, Shadow Mount. I'm very familiar with this.
Basically, yeah. My stealth is not the best, but at least it's advantage, so you know, I got that going for me. Oh,
57?
let's pretend.
He disappears from this plane!
Let's
So,
pretend I did
minus
+4, so it's 21.
6 from that, yeah.
Yeah, so it should be 21. I accidentally put a 4 at the beginning instead of replacing the 0. That shows up immediately when I enter it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's 21. I feel good about it.
You slip off into the shadows.
Yes.
Talia.
Yeah, as she's running away, I yell, "These bastards are with the army," or something like that, and swing with my two-handed sword. I drop my long sword and just like let go of the guy.
Yeah.
Just like try and swing down.
At
Hack
which
the
one?
living
At
shit
the-
out of him.
The
The
first
one he's
guy.
been attacking.
The one you're grappling? Okay.
20.
20 hits.
Okay. Plus what? Plus 6. Or 14. Oh, and then I have a second attack because I'm not doing stupid shit like disarming people. That's amazing. 22. For another 11.
Yeah. So you whip the first one down towards him. As it slices through him, he slips sideways uncannily, and
Fades.
your sword cuts into him less than you were sure it would. To that.
Damn rogues.
But the second one, you give him the full Monty, and it is down to... Okay, he's pretty badly wounded now.
Okay, then I action surge.
You action surge.
And spring my sword down again.
Wait, before you do,
Oh, good.
you can reroll the 1 on that.
Oh, shit, you
attack,
actually-
can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
So it's a one
it'd
again.
be
It's a
the
one.
same.
Yeah,
It'd be
that
the
makes
same.
sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's in the same place as the 5, so... So we'll do 20 plus 9 for my third strike. 28, Jesus, I'm going pretty
Ooh,
well.
what a hit.
Just think that
Damage
20. That dang 20 though.
10.
Damn.
Is it 1 or 2, or is it only 2?
Yeah, it's 1 or 2s.
I'll just roll 1 or 2.
Roll them both.
So
Better.
12 instead. Ooh, yeah, he's pretty low.
All right, come on. Cleave this motherfucker.
20, that hits, right?
20 hit, yeah.
17.
And he's down.
Yes!
Yes.
You put him down.
Fucking
He
one
stumbles
turn
backwards
KO.
and collapses.
RKO out of nowhere, boys.
It's true.
The other one...
Wait,
he doesn't
considering
like
I
it.
just felled his captain in 1 turn in 6 seconds, can I roll an intimidate check?
Yes, you got there's no indication that either of these guys is the superior of the other.
I'm quick to assume.
One's slightly taller. The one you've just failed is slightly taller.
You see, that's funny how that works, right? Height and
Literally
power.
looks up to him. There's
Isn't
no other
that
way
right?
around
That
it.
right, Ian.
Get fucked,
I
Ian.
think it's plus 4. 12.
The other one wordlessly continues his attacks against you with renewed ferocity. He kind of takes a half step back for a second, bouncing lightly on his feet, a dagger in either hand, and kind of watches you. Make a deception check with your movements. Be very deceptive. Okay, no.
So you know it's
sees
hard with the
right
limp
through
and
them.
everything.
He lunges forwards, stabbing both daggers towards you. One towards your groin area, one towards your armpit, or like the gap between your shoulder and your chest plates. He hits you for
With both daggers at once.
with both daggers at once, indeed,
Eye socket, basically.
with a mutilating strike.
Oof.
But
Literally eye sockets.
For 24 damage.
it's decent. That's decent.
Huh.
Good hit.
Yeah. Very good hit.
And none of these are anything he's going to use. So, yeah, that's his turn. And it's your turn.
My turn. Cool. So I'm on the final round of my ringing, hopefully, nonsense.
Yeah.
Is
Third.
it- okay. So yeah, from my hopefully hidden position, I'll take a shot. Do I have advantage, Chris?
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
Yes, you do.
Wait, I just double nat one? I did.
Yes, you did.
That is
double.
3 nat. Wow, wow,
You did
wow.
double
I don't think
nat.
you've rolled above a 10 this.
You you
Once
do
I did a 19 on my one spell that saved me.
You do the pubga thing where like you got your sights on them, but you forget
Christ.
like the barrel has a lower elevation, and
Yeah.
you peek and you release, and the arrow just goes straight into the tree in front of you that you were peeking
Christ,
around.
man, this is. Yep, yep. And I mean, I'll use my bonus action to try and re-stealth, assuming that anything happened at all.
Nip over to another tree just in case he knows where you are now.
Yeah. 23.
Very stealthy though.
Yeah, I can do stealth fine, but apparently, literally anything else is like bull. No, not doing it tonight, Shalon. So I'm sorry that I'm literally 0 health this combat.
Hey man, we switch turns. It's fine.
That's your third turn disrupted though. You're no longer.
Yeah, so I'm about
Next
to wreak
turn
some
you're in.
hell on this guy.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just dodge and.
Just rain down pure hellfire on this
So
motherfucker.
this guy's gonna focus me. You're gonna have free reign next turn. It doesn't know where you are.
Hopefully.
I think I'm just gonna dodge. Is that smart?
Sure.
I can alternatively try to hit him twice, but he seems pretty dex.
What
Okay,
is my
first I'm gonna
highest
second
damage spell?
wings. See how much that gets me. This level, right? So 5. 8. No, that's not. That's the over. But I can survive another round. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. Try and finish him maybe in 1 round if we're lucky.
the unwounded one without action surge. You know, good
Yeah,
luck.
no, but you know, not before this guy acts again, but on Shallan's next turn at least. Nope. And nope.
Okay, yeah, you swing. You reading your actions like you're a book, an open one.
Never judge a book by its cover was my return.
He like dodge, and then dodge, and then steps in, stabbing 1, 2 with his daggers. The first one is a miss, grazes over your armor, goes high and wide. Second one though sinks in. The daggers are clearly not simple, mundane steel, for he jabs it hard into your abdomen, it pierces through the plate, and stabs into your side, wounding you for 18 damage. Shalom.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the. Didn't have any other bullshit. God, you're so hurt. And I want to do other things as well, but.
I'll be fine.
I mean, I don't know if you will be, but. Alrighty, so hopefully from my hidden perspective, I will attempt to mind flay this motherfucker. I think that's a good call, actually. Would I have advantage?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a few rounds.
23.
You strike.
I've been
Strike a tree.
busy literally shooting shit into trees next to me. So, cool. So it takes 3d4 psychic damage. So for 9. And now for the next forever, it seems like almost, as long as they're within range. 1 minute. I can use my reactions to force it to have a disadvantage or take additional d4, etc. Yep.
Okay.
That's my action.
Oh, sure.
I wanted to make sure. Bonus action is literally nothing. There's no other thing I can do as a bonus action, so. Besides kind of like duck back behind the tree a bit.
I'm afraid if I start dodging, then he's gonna come after you. He's just gonna.
Murder you?
Like, if I don't
Or me.
dodge, I'm gonna try and hit him twice, probably fail, and then die. But if I start dodging, he's just gonna leave me, go after you, and kill you.
It's a possibility. Or, you just crit him twice and kill this motherfucker. How about that? If I can double nat 1, you can nat 20 twice.
I've already done that 20 twice this session. It wasn't in combat, so
But not on attacks. That's what matters.
Alright, I think that's our best plan anyway. And it's
So I can always bring you back, right? It's a thing.
In what
That's
state?
That's cool. Yeah. Hello, zombie Talia.
Damn it. Come on!
Seconds.
There we go.
Hit him with your second attack.
And roll one more, 15.
Uncannily,
Yeah.
he avoids the worst of the blow and halves it. Okay, he's still looking pretty healthy. He's around halfish, but he's not.
that's
He's not
okay.
almost dead by any stretch of the imagination.
Alright, okay, so I have sweeping strikes, right? So I can use a bonus action to deal my strength modifier and damage to any number of creatures 5 feet away from it. And I use that on the guy I
him,
knocked
no,
out.
you can't. Oh, on the guy you knocked out? Yeah, you can whip it around and slice through him.
Yeah.
Giving him a couple of fails on his death saves.
Plus 5. But yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, he does a and he dead. If you do like 360 back to the guy you're fighting, like ha. That was really petty, but nicely done.
It's all I have, man. Okay, and my turn.
Okay.
Now the question
He-
is,
he
does Talia get
enrages.
murderalized? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, great.
No, yeah, he squints at you, a little more hatred in his eyes than was already there, but does not change his actions, except that he attempts a mutilating strike on you again. Yes.
He has disadvantage.
He has disadvantage.
Yes. I impose disadvantage with mind play.
You are very fortunate to have done so. What's your AC? You said 18?
Yeah.
You are very fortunate to have done so. The daggers. I guess you just like step back a step, and the daggers plunge through the air, pincering just where your neck was half a second ago.
Ooh, chat.
See, again, I think it's more of like, I'm in his head right now, and I tell him, fuck you, right before he attacks, and it confuses him a little bit.
He
I just tell him,
disengages
how do
from
you like this shit?
Talia as a
Oh.
bonus action.
Okay.
And Shalon, you'd positioned yourself, you're about 40 feet away from him. You felt sort of a comfortable distance.
Yep.
But he is unnaturally fast on his feet. He disengages Talia and sprints over to you all in one go, and he's right up in your face now, wielding his daggers.
Cool. Right where I want him.
Oh
And it's your
shit.
turn.
Okay.
How many turns has it been? Because I can reroll the charge on my gauntlet with on a 5 or on a 6. But can I just do that next turn?
Sorry, you wanna
Yeah,
what?
apparently, like the recharge is like I have to roll a d6, and on a 5 or a 6, it's
It's been 3 turns, I think, since you used it, that you could have recharged it on. So go ahead and roll 5d6.
Thanks.
See if it's...
right. So I've got it back. But it's Shalan's turn.
Okay. So, my turn. So I just kind of see him coming, and it's like smile a little bit, and then I holy wrath on myself, around myself. It's because it's centered on yourself. Which is this. So he needs to make a spirit saving throw.
Okay, so he makes spirit saving throw. 17?
He got 17, so he takes half.
You got 17, okay. Which is half of the...
It's 68.
Where's the 68?
So, like, fourth line.
Fiends and
Like,
undead
you release a
within-
burst of holy energy, all fiends and undead within the area.
Yeah, but I mean, where's the damage? I don't
Oh, sorry.
Okay. yes.
19. God
So,
damn, that's really low rolls.
9.
Yeah. And then I prepare to get mutilized. Or mutilated, I guess.
Mutilized.
Mutilized, mutilated, whatever.
And then
Still only been up for like an hour.
still better English than me.
Mm.
My turn? It is, right?
Yeah.
I just want to hear the DM say it before like a surprise assassin hits me from behind.
He's currently rolling HP for new guys.
Yeah.
Throw at us.
Chris, my turn?
I have no fucking idea. Squid, literally get lost. Right. Jacko, what are you doing?
Right, it's my turn. Okay, so I'm gonna... the range on the gauntlet is 60 feet, so as he's sprinting towards Shallan, I want to pull him right back.
Okay, sure.
So the contest is athletics check.
Contest athletics.
Oh, fuck.
You win.
I win?
You win. Yep.
Alright, thank god he's
Wow.
shitty at strength.
I am not fast.
Alright,
Yeah, so
and
pull him
then as he reaches within 5 feet of me, I just immediately strike down. Because this is probably my last action. Combat forever. 17?
Question,
Nope.
by the way.
Yes.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
That's
No.
a force movement.
Damn it.
If only that would have been pretty sick.
He rounds on you angrily and stabs 1, 2. Okay.
Oh, yes, disadvantage on the first one.
Disadvantage on the first one.
Yep.
Then the hit becomes another hit.
Okay.
For 25 damage.
Yeah, that's
He's
it.
down.
And then sprints back over to you, Shallan, with his movement. And thrusts at you. Wait, can you offhand attack a different target? You can, right? You must
Yeah,
be able to. Yeah,
absolutely.
you can. And thrusts at you with his left hand, but does not hit.
Okay.
Little does he
And
know, Shallan's
Your turn.
better AC.
Shallan has a master of kung fu.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go around him so that I'm now 30 feet, so I'll end up being 10 feet closer. So I'm 30 feet within, right, because that's 40 feet away. So 30 feet within Talia.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
cast Renewing Light. Yeah. Yeah. Which heals him for D6, and he's blessed for a minute, and whenever the target's turn is up, I can use one of my reactions to heal him for an additional D8.
Okay.
How much did you give me?
So it'll be D6. It's not a lot to start.
I mean, that's me, okay.
Exactly. So you're at 3. And then it's my turn. Do I need probably the reaction to give him disadvantage when he tries to mutilate me? Probably. Yeah. Cool. So 13 damage, and then I'm actually going to use. I think it's going to get 3 attacks or 2 attacks. Guess I stay there and grin and bear it. It's going to hurt. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, Talia. No death
So-
save. You're alive.
Considering I was knocked out before, I'm probably on the ground, right?
Yes.
Hence, I want to re-roll the gauntlets. Nope. I'm 40 feet away from this dude. Half movement.
35 feet away. So actually, you can move 30 feet and get to him, but you don't have. Not with half movement though. But like, cause he moved 40, but that means he's in the 35-foot square. Because you were 5 feet farther away. Yeah. So technically 30 would be enough, but you're on the ground. Wait, did you end up using your action then, Josh?
My reaction?
Didn't you have
No,
like an extra heal or so? Oh no. You
I
made-
can use that as a reaction, and I'm holding my reaction to see if I want to give disadvantage to this guy or reaction to
Okay.
heal him.
Okay, well, it's on. You can use your. It's when the target's turn is up, so you can only do it on Talia's turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
By your version, obviously it's irrelevant when we use the newer version. But
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll just stand up, move towards the guy, 15 feet, and dodge. Guess I'll just dodge. But I ready my two-handed sword in front of him.
okay,
And my-
his turn. Give him a sleight of hand check. Nice. Shallan, with his right hand, he takes the dagger and it tosses it up and over your head in a slow, lazy arc. As it sails through the air, he steps around you, staying in range the whole time, drawing from his side a less fine but equally dangerous throwing dagger. Again, oh, he's in melee combat. So, wait, do you have a weapon out, Shallan?
Hmm?
You have a bow, right?
Has
I mean,
been
technically,
made
yeah.
weapon,
Yeah, so no melee weapon. Okay, well then it doesn't matter.
But
Step-
it's still, I'm pretty sure, like, because I can technically hit him as a melee with my fist,
Yeah,
he's
but he can
still in
just
the
step-
threatening space.
Yeah, but he can step away without provoking.
Oh, yeah, without
attack
provoking,
opportunity.
yes,
So
but
he just steps away, hurls his dagger, this new dagger, at you, Talia. You are dodging.
He takes disadvantage.
He has disadvantage anyway.
Oh,
Talia's
never mind.
dodging.
I'll save it for me then.
We shall see. That's. Oh god, I should get a different dice. That okay. Think. What's your AC?
18.
But this is not a magical dagger, so I think he just barely misses.
Another
Sweet.
glancing blow in
Dodge
the
OP.
helmet.
Yeah, basically.
Nope, just barely hits. I lied.
Does he even have the range for that?
Stepping around you. What is the range on throwing dagger?
10.
Dagger, really? It's that little?
It's like super. Unless they change it on this, which I
Dagger.
Oh,
actually
if you have
could.
disadvantage or something, but you already.
Oh yeah, what's the max range? I guess I've never
that's
looked at
true. That's true.
that. 20, I think. Dagger. Oh no, 2060. No, you're right. It's fine.
2060. Okay.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
So disadvantage still with it. Yeah.
Wait, so
Plus, not.
did he have disadvantage before? Because I had advantage, but he didn't. Oh no, wait, I don't know. Yeah.
Basically, the problem is he has stacking disadvantage, which
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
3 times.
The dagger hits you right in the neck, and yeah, you're down again. It hits pretty hard.
Okay.
And then stepping back is now behind you, Shallan, and catches his first dagger.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't do anything else at this time. So
Okay.
he stands there looking menacing. Now
Yeah.
again, like closer to Talia, like you guys are going to leapfrogging each other towards Talia.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Okay. Just want to make sure I have this. Do they? I'm trying to remember. Did we talk about this? Do they take additional damage from radiant?
No, not Forsaken.
Such bullshit. Okay. Yeah. So instead, I will toll the dead on this guy. He needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
He does not make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. So he'll take D12. 8 damage.
It's pretty low.
Yeah. And then I will drop my bow and bring out my my moon glaives.
Yeah. The old Moonglaive. Okay. Talia.
As his turn starts, I'll use my reaction to heal him.
Okay, Talia, as your turn starts, you are healed and may take a turn.
For
He's 35 feet away. He's now 25 feet away from you. No, you moved 15 feet. So he's only
Yeah.
10 feet away from you.
so you can move up and
And also
Double
you're
attack.
behind him.
For how
So
much
if
am
you're
I
stealthy,
healed?
might.
two
For 2.
big heals. I'm sorry. Okay, that's what I got.
Dagger still in my neck. I stand up again. Oh god.
Oh wait, no. Oh, sorry. I heightened it, so it should be 3d8. So 2 more.
It's way more.
And so many more HPs.
Yay! 11 HP instead because I'm using the old
Talia,
version.
you wake
because
up, pull the
fuck,
dagger
I'm
out your
changing
neck.
everything.
More blood spurts out, more holy light spurts out. Yeah.
Oh damn.
So he is facing Shalando, right?
Yeah, he's 10 feet away from you. If you're really stealthy, you can sneak up on him.
Right, but I'm not that smart. So I stand up, I
Battle shout.
I walk over or jog over, whatever my state will allow me, and say, "Excuse me, I'm not done yet," and swing again. Or damn it, I shouldn't have said anything.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Maybe? No. Oh god, I'm in worse state.
Feel
than
like
I thought.
here's dodge, dodge.
Yeah. Well, this will be interesting.
Turns, stabs towards Talia. You are now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh,
With his one dagger.
With
Right.
one dagger. No, he has two. He caught the one he threw up. He had
but-
two, threw one up, stepped through, drawing another one from behind him, like a non-magical one, threw that at Talia and caught the first one.
Gotcha.
That was what the slide of hand check was for.
Okay.
Just can I roll before I go down? Can I roll a perception check to see how many daggers he still has on this spell?
Yeah, well, you were just behind him. He's got three more. Three
Okay,
more
we're
throwing
getting there.
daggers.
We're getting. He'll run out of daggers before we get him there.
Any disadvantage on the attack, or
They'll think I've done one. No, I've done 3, and I think that's the max.
I don't think you have, because you were going to last time, but you didn't because you had disadvantage because Talia was dodging. So don't you still have one?
But then no, I used it when. Oh, right, because I was going to use it when he attacked me, but he didn't have another action.
Yeah,
so yeah, I
yeah.
have one left. So I'll give him disadvantage.
Okay, good, because that was hitting, but now it's not hitting.
Oh my!
Okay.
It actually helped.
But maybe the offhand attack.
I'm going to really miss this stuff.
No, he doesn't actually hit Talia with his offhand attack.
Yay!
But
Talia, you
I
managed to
gotta be
evade
fair.
both of them.
Ian says he already used his reaction.
No.
On my turn to
Oh.
heal.
Oh wait,
Yes. Yes, he did. Okay,
Fuck.
unfortunately,
Yeah,
the first
so-
one then hits.
Ian,
I
fuck
don't
you.
have offhand
You're
attack.
right though. You're
His offhand
right.
attack, which, to be fair, I'll keep the offhand attack roll. It misses Shalan, but Jacko, you are.
Down again.
Well, you know, it's possible for you to survive this much damage. No, you don't. You're down again.
How much
Great.
was it? Out of curiosity.
22.
Oh Jesus.
Double what I had. Okay.
Yeah, just double.
And I fall down again.
But he misses Shalan with his offhand attack.
Yeah.
And it's your turn, Shalan.
Okay. So fun stuff. Man, I guess I will just do. Do I even want to try and do 2 attacks at +6? First attack, 9.
Believe it or not, that is
Apparently-
below AC.
Yeah, I believe you. And second one. Oh my god. Well, rip.
Also,
Except since I still haven't hit, I still have a full minute of being able to use my heal on him as a reaction, since I haven't used it now
yeah.
with my new turn. So Talia, your turn, and you're healed again. That's a reaction.
Yep. Also, I'm thinking now,
That's
this is surely concentration, right? So that must have overwritten the concentration on your mind play anyway.
So neither one
It's technically
lists
concentration.
that it's concentration.
Okay. Well, maybe they do in the revised version, but we'll go with
No,
that.
I'm looking right now at the revised version
Okay.
as well. Let me check
Okay.
on. Well,
Uh,
the one spell undoes the reaction
you're
thing
back
at all.
do it. Do it, Talia. This is
I
getting
spurt out
really
some more
old.
blood. Some more holy light. Excuse me. I'm not quite done yet.
God damn it! Stop talking. Just kill him.
I gotta do it my way.
Yes.
I think he can't. I think he can't survive.
Never.
11.
Indeed.
Oh,
He
Well,
can't.
you-
He's down.
Okay, good.
He's down.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
And
And I
As he
assume,
goes down.
I assume you finish him, like you don't give him the opportunity to make his death saves, like, right?
well, first I consciously spit some blood on him, and then I
Yeah.
finish him off.
Okay, I just rolled 5 death saves. And he failed 3-2 anyway. So
Even if he hadn't. There you go. The second
God
of the
damn.
pair collapses.